Let's move away from APIs. You're looking at jewelry stocks in our value plus segment. Tell us more.
That's correct. Jewelry stocks came on my radar because of this big move that we're seeing on Kalyan Jewellers, where Warburg Pincus has sold its entire stake via block deals. They held about 9% stake as of June, and of which 2.36% has been bought by promoters, and the remaining 5.7% has been bought by institutions itself. So, stake going in good hands. At the same time, the selling overhang being done itself. But that brought my attention to the way all these jewelry stocks have performed in this year itself. If you look at it, Titan is the only one which is an underperformer there, down about 2% from the start of this year. But you have big moves in the names like Thangamayil, you have Kalyan Jewellers, you have Senco, you have PC Jewellers. A list of all those stocks comes up for you. And what really stood out for me is that, one, all these organized jewelry players are doing well. So organized market is growing between 36 to 38%, which was just about 22%. And at the same time, they're growing at 2 to 2.5 times industry average as well. This is as per a note coming in from Motilal Oswal earlier this year itself. If you look at the performance as well, the lesser players are actually growing at a faster clip and also gaining margins as well. So Titan, for instance, saw a revenue growth of 32% with a margin dip of 80 basis points in the first half of this year. Kalyan Jewellers actually saw 30% revenue growth and margin improvement as well, as did Thangamayil, a 200 basis points improvement in the margin. What really stood out for me was the up move that we saw in PC Jewellers of 133%. If you look at their performance, I look back and it seemed like a bit of a turnaround in the first quarter itself. 401 crore versus 68 crore year-on-year revenue. On the EBITDA front, it was a gain versus a loss, and the net profit as well, led by lower finance costs. What is it that's happening in PC Jewellers to warrant such kind of a move? Well, one, they're coming out of the woods when it comes to balance sheet issues. The company's submitted offer for one-time settlement to 14 banks, of which 13 have approved the offer itself. And these are data points that the company is given to the exchanges itself. And they also have an additional shareholders approval to raise 2,705 crore via warrant. So those are some of the fundamental changes that have taken place in PC Jewellers itself. So they've approved, they've gotten one-time settlement for the debt that they have. They're raising some funds, and as a result of which the stock has also rallied about 133%. Remember, PC Jewellers in the past has been a massive wealth destroyer. But if things are turning around, maybe the street is betting on that one as well. Just keep an eye out on their balance sheet and growth practices going forward as well. That's all the value plus that one has to add on the jewelry sector itself. But take a short break, come back.